Being a young man can be a challenging and exciting time in life, full of opportunities and important decisions. The Bible is a source of wisdom and guidance for many areas of life, including advice for young people. This roadmap is intended to provide practical, Bible-based advice to help young men grow and develop in a healthy and successful way. From seeking wisdom and respecting one's parents, to the importance of looking after one's health and choosing friends wisely, this advice can be invaluable for young people on their personal and spiritual journeys. But before we continue with the content, I would like to invite you to subscribe to our channel. That way, you'll be notified whenever we publish new videos on topics that are relevant and inspiring to your life. Don't miss the opportunity to grow and develop further. Click the subscribe button below and join our community. Pursue wisdom. The Bible emphasizes the importance of wisdom and knowledge. Proverbs 4 verse 7 says, "Wisdom is the main thing, get wisdom, and with all that you have get understanding." Seek knowledge and learn from the elderly and experienced. The search for wisdom is an ongoing process and should be a constant practice in the life of a young man. Learning from the experiences of elders, listening to advice, and being willing to expand your knowledge are fundamental attitudes to grow intellectually and personally. The Bible also teaches that wisdom begins with the fear of God. Proverbs 1 verse 7, that is, having a healthy and respectful relationship with Him is essential to achieve the wisdom that leads us to true happiness and success in life. So, young men, let's follow the example of Solomon, who asked God for wisdom rather than riches or power. 1 Kings 3 verses 5 to 14. We seek wisdom and knowledge in all areas of life, and we will certainly reap the fruits of these practices in our future. Seek God. The Bible says that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Proverbs 9 verse 10. Seek God in all areas of your life, and you will find true wisdom and guidance. Seeking God is critical for a young man who wants to live a full and meaningful life. As the Bible teaches, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and it is through it that we find direction and purpose in our lives. Seek God in all areas of your life, in your family, in your work, in your studies, in your relationships, and in everything you do. By having a life of prayer and Bible study, you will draw closer to God and receive guidance and wisdom to make the best decisions. Don't allow the distractions of the world to pull you away from God. Keep your focus on God and seek Him with all your heart, and He promises to reveal Himself to you. Jeremiah 29 verse 13. Remember that the search for God is not a solitary task, but a journey we can share with other Christians and strengthen each other in the faith. Respect your parents. Honoring father and mother is a commandment of God. Exodus 20 verse 12. Show respect and obedience to your parents, even if you don't agree with everything they say. Honoring and respecting parents is a commandment from God, and it is a fundamental attitude for a young man who wants to grow in maturity and wisdom. Even if there is disagreement on some points, it is important to remember that parents are responsible for caring for and guiding their children. Respect for parents does not mean that young people cannot express their opinions and perspectives. It is important to maintain open and honest communication with parents and seek to understand their point of view. Remember that obedience to parents should not be seen as an unpleasant obligation, but as a gesture of love and respect. When we honor our parents, we are also honoring God and strengthening our family relationships. Therefore, young men, maintain an attitude of respect and obedience to your parents. This will help mold them into mature and reliable people, and will also prepare them for the future challenges they will face. Take care of your health. Your body is a temple of God. 1 Corinthians 6 verses 19 to 20. Take good care of Him by exercising, eating healthy foods, and avoiding drugs, alcohol, and tobacco. Taking care of your health is an important responsibility that every young man must take on. Your body is a gift from God, and it's important to take care of it so that it can be used to fulfill the purposes He has for you. A balanced diet and regular physical exercise are essential to keep your body healthy and fit. Also, avoid the consumption of drugs, alcohol, and tobacco, which can cause permanent damage to your health. Remember that taking care of your health is not just a physical issue, but also an emotional and spiritual one. Keep your mind healthy, avoiding excessive stress and seeking moments of rest and leisure. By taking good care of your body, you are also taking care of your mind and spirit, which will help you achieve a healthy balance in all areas of your life. So young men, cherish your body as a gift from God and care for it responsibly. In addition to honoring God with your body, you'll be investing in a healthy and productive future. Be responsible. The Bible says that he who is faithful with a little is also faithful with much. Luke 16 verse 10. Be responsible with what God has given you and manage it well. Being responsible is an essential trait for a young man who wants to grow into maturity and become an effective leader. The Bible teaches that being faithful with a little is a preparation for being faithful with much. So be responsible with what God has given you, manage it well, and be willing to grow. Take your responsibilities seriously, whether they are at home, school, work, or church. Fulfill your obligations with excellence and commitment, even when no one is watching. Being responsible also involves taking the consequences of your choices and actions. When you make a mistake, be humble enough to own up to it and apologize, and learn from that experience so you don't make the same mistake again. Finally, being responsible includes being a good example to others around you. Be a positive leader, encouraging and inspiring others to act with responsibility and excellence. So young men, be responsible with what God has given you and become effective leaders in all areas of your life. With determination, excellence, and commitment, you will be able to achieve great things and make a difference in the world around you. Be humble. The Bible says that God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. 1 Peter 5 verse 5. Remember that you don't know everything and be willing to learn and listen to advice. Humility is an important virtue that every young man should seek to develop in his life. The Bible says that God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. So be humble and willing to learn and listen to advice. There's nothing wrong with acknowledging that you don't know everything and that you still have a lot to learn. Seek advice and guidance from people more experienced and wiser than you. Be open to constructive criticism and use these opportunities to grow and improve. Humility also involves not being proud of your achievements and successes. Recognize that everything you have and are comes from God and thank Him for it. Use your talents and skills to help others and make a difference in the world around you. Finally, being humble includes being kind and respectful to others, regardless of their social, economic, or religious standing. Treat everyone with love and respect, as you would like to be treated. So young men, seek to develop humility in your lives and be willing to learn and grow. Remember that God gives grace to the humble, and you will be blessed by that attitude in every area of your life. Choose your friends wisely. The Bible says that evil company corrupts good manners. 1 Corinthians 15 verse 33. Choose friends who encourage you to do good and seek God. Great addition. Here is the continuation of the roadmap based on that topic. The choice of friends is extremely important for any young man's life. The Bible warns us about bad company that can corrupt our customs. Therefore, it is important to choose wise and good friends who will encourage you to do good and seek God. Look for friends who share your values and beliefs and who encourage you to be a better person. Seek friendships with people who inspire you to have a stronger character and become a more wholesome person. Avoid friendships with people who lead you down the path of evil and keep you away from your goals. Be aware of the dangers of negative influences, such as drug use, alcohol, violence, and other bad practices. Remember that your choices can have lasting consequences. Finally, remember that friendship is a two-way street. You must be a good friend too, supporting and encouraging your friends in their goals. Be willing to help them when needed and be a positive example for them. So young men, choose your friends wisely and seek friendships that lead you down the path of good. Friendship can be a huge influence in your life, and choosing the right friends can make all the difference in your success and happiness. Be integrity. The Bible says that he who walks in integrity walks in safety. Proverbs 10 verse 9. Be honest and trustworthy in everything he does. To be honest is to be honest and trustworthy in everything you do. Integrity is an essential quality for every young man who wants to live a meaningful and successful life. When we have integrity, we are respected and admired by others, and we can be confident in ourselves. Having integrity starts with the little things like being punctual, keeping your word, and being honest in all your interactions with people. When you are honest in your relationships and responsibilities, you gain the trust of others and establish a reputation as a man of your word. Also, having integrity means making the right choices, even when no one is looking. It involves making decisions based on sound principles and values, and acting in accordance with those principles, even if it means making difficult choices. Remember that integrity is an ongoing process of choices and actions, and that it is built over time. Be consistent in your integrity and make choices that reflect your values and principles. In short, having integrity is an essential quality for every young man who wants success and respect in life. Keep your word, be honest in all your interactions with others, and make choices based on sound principles. Integrity is a virtue that can be cultivated and developed, and it is a key to a successful and meaningful life. Strive for holiness. The Bible says, "Be holy, for I am holy." 1 Peter 1 verse 16. Seek holiness in all areas of your life, always seeking to please God. Being holy means being set apart for God and living according to His principles. The pursuit of holiness should be a priority for every young man who wants to please God and live a meaningful life. Holiness is not just a matter of behavior, it also involves the heart and motives. It's important that you care not only about the actions you take, but also about the intentions behind those actions. The pursuit of holiness involves moving away from the things that keep us away from God, such as sexual immorality, materialism, lies, and selfishness. Instead, we should focus on cultivating an intimate relationship with God through prayer, Bible reading, and fellowship with other Christians. Remember that holiness is an ongoing process, not something you achieve instantly. Every day, seek to draw closer to God and be more like Him in all areas of your life. In summary, the pursuit of holiness should be a priority for every young man who wants to please God and live a meaningful life. Turn away from the things that keep you from God and focus on cultivating an intimate relationship with Him. Remember that holiness is an ongoing process, and seek to draw closer to God each day. Love others. The Bible says, "You shall love your neighbor as yourself." Matthew 22 verse 39. Love the people around you, especially those who are hard to love. Show God's love to everyone around you. Love is one of the greatest commandments in the Bible, and it is a reflection of God's own character. As young men, we must strive to love others as ourselves, regardless of their beliefs, culture, or behavior. Loving others means being kind, compassionate, and patient with people, even when they irritate or hurt us. It also means helping those in need and doing good without expecting anything in return. Loving others is not an easy task, but it is a fundamental aspect of the Christian life. We should pray that God would help us to love others as He loves us, and that He would help us to see others through His eyes. Remember that as young men we are called to be examples to others around us. Showing love and kindness to others is a way to make a difference in the world and share God's love with those around us. In short, loving others is an important commandment in the Bible and a reflection of God's character. We should strive to love others as ourselves, helping those in need and doing good without expecting anything in return. As young men, we are called to be examples to others and to share God's love with those around us. I hope these Bible-based advice has been helpful to you, young man. Remember that life is a journey and each day is an opportunity to grow and become a better man. Seek God, seek wisdom, take care of your health, Be responsible, humble, upright, seek holiness, and love others. With these guidelines, you can walk a path of success and purpose. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Thanks for watching.